All right, man. Brad Holmes revealed that there were only, 14 guys on this board that had first round grades in the NFL draft. Um, he says that in typical year you usually, I think, you usually have about 17 to 20 um on a typical year, and basically, um he was defending, his stance on drafting Jack Campbell and drafting Jahmyr Gibbs, and let's get to it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love, support. Everybody supporting the channel. People appreciate it. So it says Holmes shares it more insight about the 2023 first round draft. It says Lions general manager Brad Holmes revealed another interesting tidbit that hasn't been discussed all that much throughout the offseason. This year's draft wasn't as deep as at the top of the board as usual. Holmes was very frank about that with Peter Schrager, which they didn't destroy the NFL Network. I don't even watch it no more. They didn't feminize that show, bro. It's just too much. Like, and then you used to have eye candy. You look on the show, you ain't got that. You got a whole bunch of dudes that seem like they should be kind of talking about trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards, let alone football. It's a terrible show. I don't know what the hell they doing over there. It used to be masculine. It used to be, nice looking women on there. Not saying the women ain't on there nice now, but I don't know what's going on there, bro. Quite frankly, trash show. Uh, Holmes said, to be very frank about the fact with Schrager, he said, quote, everybody was saying like this is a different draft. This is a different draft. Holmes said, well, let's just call it what it is. It wasn't as strong as a draft as it normally has been in the past. In normal years, you will have like true first round talent. You might have about 17 to 18 guys. I really haven't seen any higher than 20 in all the years that I've been doing it. We ended up with 14 guys, and that was at the very end. So what be crazy to me is they be putting first round grades on. They say this and say, well, in the past it was 17, 18, 20. I mean, we can go back in past drafts and we could pick just in the second round alone. Let's go back to the 2019. Let's go to 2020 draft, COVID year draft. I guarantee you that I can find guys that should have had a first round grade. That's why I don't put much stock into grading in the first round. I guarantee you can go back. You can find guys in the first round and the second round that should have had first round grades. T. Higgins, Michael Pittman Jr., Jonathan Taylor. That's three right there. And I'm just getting started. Antoine Winfield Jr., Cole Kmet could have, possibly went in the first round. Um, could have made a case for Cam Akers early in his career. So I mean, we can go on and on and on and on. Jalen Hurts should have won the first round. So I really don't get caught up in you know, you know, caught up in all that draft grade. They don't even know what the draft is gonna be. Real talk. They don't know. You know, so they don't know. Um, but at the end of the day, I mean, that's his perspective. And then it's somebody that they had a second round grade on or another grade, and he going to be great. That's what I don't be understanding about it. That man go on to be great. That's crazy. And they still use the same grading process every year. And I guarantee you, nobody tries to reinvent the wheel. Everybody just goes with the status quo. And we know it. And we know it. So, um, I like the talent in this year's draft, to be quite frank. You know, they call it weak. We'll see if it turn out to be strong. But to each his own. He saw he said Holmes Sher Campbell is one of their top 14 players in this class. I thought Judd Campbell, had all the traits we was looking for in a football player, Holmes said. So that's how we felt really good about it. And again, going back to what I said about there wasn't but a certain amount of players that we had in the first round bucket. He was one of them. Campbell also wasn't number 14 either. When I say it was only 14 guys, Jack wasn't 14, you know what I mean? So that's why it was so easy. So a lot of people had issues with them drafting Campbell. Braylon Edwards was the one pushing the bandwagon, saying that that was a mistake. He too slow, he too big to play play power forward, to play linebacker. And we gonna find out. And a lot of people ran with that narrative. And I'm telling you, a lot of people get hypnotized by the media. They hear things and then they start repeating things, and we'll see. But they don't really build linebackers like him no more. But athletically wise, he right on par with Fred Warner and some of the other really good Eric Kendricks linebackers. But he bigger. It may be bigger, might not necessarily be better, because it may allow those guys to be more fluid. It might allow those guys to be more fluid in their breaks and stuff. But we gonna see. I know somebody's pointing out how Jahmyr Gibbs was killing him in t-shirts and shorts camp. And hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But they put the pads on, we see. I don't think anybody expect Jack Campbell to sit there and guard Jahmyr Gibbs one-on-one. So we'll just literally have to wait and see. But apparently, they had him rated pretty high. Most people freaked out because people had a second round grade on them. And we'll just have to wait and see how that all pans out. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. I appreciate y'all. Peace.